Alright gang, welcome back to our playthrough on Elmcreek. Today it is now June. We need to harvest our field over there. We are at $117,000 currently. So I believe with harvesting this field, we should be able to buy one of the other two fields that we've been looking to try to get. Now the problem is the field back there, I believe they're putting in cotton? Yes, cotton. This one I think is oat, so we could definitely buy this one. We need 140,232, so we need about 23 grand, 24 grand to buy it. Now, I don't think, even though we'll have enough money to buy it today, I do not think we will buy it today. I would prefer to save a little bit of money and let who owns it do a little more work to the farm before we buy it, right? That seems like the best use of our money. We'll get the most money back. We have to use the least amount of money of our own and the least amount of resources of our own. And it would just overall put us in a better position to be able to get that other plot as well. So, since they're putting in cotton in that one plot, I have no idea. Okay. Can we get the gas going here? I had it going for a second and I stopped it on accident, evidently. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Doesn't want me to fill up gas, evidently, gang. There we go. So, because of that reason, we're going to harvest the field we have today. We'll drill it with something. Not sure what we'll drill it with yet, but we'll drill it with something as well. And, yeah. We'll let that field at least germinate and potentially them do their second fertilization. Depends on when they do it. And then we can take it over from there. But if nothing else, I'd prefer at least the crop to be germinated so we can actually get a little bit of, well, save a little bit of money. That's at least where my head's at. Watch out, sir. We're coming through. So this is episode 15, I believe. So we have, technically counting this one, 5 episodes to complete our goal of getting both fields. I don't think we will be able to do it. Based on that one being cotton, I feel like one of these other fields will be ready before that cotton field is harvested and plowed up for us to be able to buy it and turn it into something else. So we may not be able to buy that field. Now we maybe we can buy another field in its place. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. My goal initially was that field you can see right there. That was going to be the one we bought, and then the one which we plan on buying back there behind the barn there. Or the shed there, excuse me, is an oat field. We're going to buy that one. So, we may just have to modify what we buy. Maybe we buy, I don't know, one of these other ones here, or maybe we buy 15, or whatever. We'll have to see how things go. And, I mean, I guess worst comes to worst, we don't buy any of them, and we just end the series and move on to the next map, which I'm going to be terrible at saying the next map. Howard Berlin? I don't know. Somebody probably will correct me in the comments. Somebody knows it better than I do. So we'll go around the headland here, as we normally do. Looks like it's a pretty good yield. There are a few little tiny pieces. You might have already saw one. There's one coming up here. Where evidently we missed a little tiny section spraying. But it really shouldn't have that big of a impact on our yield with such a small amount of weeds. We're going to go around the headland as we normally do, so when we get closer to being full, we can throw it on a worker. And we can come unload it. Now, I don't know if it's the best time to sell soybeans right now or not either, right? So if it's not the best time to sell them, we might hold them. Well, I guess we're not going to be able to hold all of them. We might hold what we can in our trailer underneath the barn like we've done before, at least for one episode, and then sell it for a little bit more money. Since our plan is really not to buy that field today anyway, I don't see any reason why, if it's going to be better priced next month, we don't just save it for the next month, right? Just think it means it seems like the best idea is what I should say. Actually, it is the best time to sell it. They're all going up. 7,126. That's really good. My controller keeps flying to the top for some reason. It's got like a drift or something. This is an older controller that I'm using right now. My newer controller has a chargeable battery pack in it, and it is currently dead. So this is an old controller. It's not the one that I was having before where it wouldn't let me hit a certain button, but this one evidently has some aim drift going on because it's just doing it again there. So we're going to have to flip to that new controller here probably midway through this episode, because it should be charged by then, or at least charged enough for me to use it. So I'll do the best to try to prevent it from happening, but you can see it keeps wanting to go flying like this every time. But I'm going to do the best I can to not allow that to happen. This harvester's been good for us, though. It's been real good for us. It's pretty much the perfect size for this type of series right now. We don't have too big of fields, but they're big enough. Alright, so we're going to do one more headland pass here. Well, at least on the ends here. And then we'll go, well, I don't know which way that is, I guess. I don't know which way it is. North, south, east, west, who knows. We'll go... The way that we're looking right now, we'll go the opposite way. We'll go left to right or right to left. A lot of good things going on the channel right now. The 200 horsepower challenge. It was already been very excited. I think it's getting even more excited now. I'm adding in a lot of new stuff, a lot of new productions, a lot of new things that I have never done in the game. Maple syrup, soup, specifically from the carrots. Might be a bit of a spoiler, but at the time of this recording, I don't know for sure if it'll be out or not, but I'm also working in the process of getting parsnip and beets to do into soup. And on that soup factory within the 200 horsepower challenge that we put down, it has the ability to combine all three. Now, I have no idea what that does to the price. I would assume it's better, but I have no clue. So we will attempt to try to figure that out as well in that series. But that series should, well, I say that now, but it should be going on for quite a while longer. I really wanted to get to about 50 episodes in that series, if not more. We may not make it that far. I've mentioned that in that series a couple of times now, but that's my initial goal, is to try to get to there. I'm having so much fun with it that I don't really want it to end at the 25-ish mark like everybody else is doing. So I'm going to carry it on, so long as it's not super repetitive and I'm adding new stuff. You know, as long as I can continue to keep adding new stuff to it, I'm going to keep running it. Alright, so let's throw this on a worker here. And let's jump into our Massey Ferguson. Come on, controller, stop doing that. There's a little section there we're going to have to spray. You can see it, so we'll come and get that here in a second. So we'll go ahead and throw a time-lapse in here, gang. We will get this done and see what kind of profits we get out of this. Like I said, we're going to have to sell all of it because it's the best time to sell it. It is going up, so what we'll probably do is throw it all into the train yard silo until it stops going up today, and then we'll sell it so when we get the best price. Wait for him to turn around here, and we'll get this going. Alright, gang, we're back. I went ahead and went to the shop and picked up the bags of fertilizer and seed that we had, and then bought another bag of fertilizer and seed. Just, you know, make it easier on ourselves, because I feel like we're going to need it anyway, so. Well, it's not that I feel like it. We are going to need it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take this case with the drill back over here and put it on a worker. The harvester did get a full grain tank, while we were gone, so we need to unload that. And then we'll take stuff to the train yard. I would assume at that point we are going to have a full trailer. Alright, we need to kill the worker there for a minute, so we can fill this up. Having this trailer, though, is helping us out tremendously. We would already had to make a trip back and forth. Saving us on gas and everything else. Wear and tear. The whole 9 yards, man. We're going to unload this, or unattach this, I guess. There we go. And we need to get our manure trailer out, because we need to start working on that here very soon as well. Once the worker gets a little bit further along. Looked out on the deals. There's a really nice tractor out there for 150 grand, but not for this series. We don't have that many episodes left. That would literally cripple our ability to buy another plot of land like we want to do. There's still weed in there. I swear I sprayed it, but it doesn't look like it. So it didn't get it full, but it's going to have a little bit left over the harvester. So the trailer could almost do this whole field. Almost. Thing's heavy, though. I probably should switch tractors. I think the case has a little bit more horsepower. Am I right about that? I think it does. Yes, it does. So I probably should switch tractors. Actually, for a matter of fact, we're going to do that right now. It's just going to be much better for us to be able to bring it to the train yard. It won't have as many issues. Looks massive compared to our little Massey Ferguson when you drive past it. From a distance, it doesn't look that bad, but... So we decided to put oat in here, gang. It is best in December. That's about how long it's going to take for it to grow. Well, oat, I think, actually grows a little bit faster than that, but that's okay. We put oat in there anyway. We probably, unless we find a good deal and can trade in the Dolts far, we probably will not be buying another tractor in this series with only 5-ish episodes left. But you never know what might happen in that used market, right? You never know. And there it is. So let's get this to the train yard. We'll come back. We'll unload the small remaining amount out of the harvester. We'll take it to the train yard, and we'll wait until the price stops going up today, and we'll go sell it. All right, we're pulling back up here with the final bit, 739 liters. Almost not even worth it, honestly, but it is what it is. 739 liters. It's a decent payday though, because on $1,000, I think, or 1,000 liters, I think we're getting $3 grand or something like that. It's a lot of money. I don't think I mentioned it before the last one. I did sell the strawberries that we did have as well, just to help pay for a little bit of the bags, if nothing else. Put the harvester away already as well, but everything is now into the silos, so now it's just a matter of keeping an eye on the prices and calling the train and selling it when it's best. I did also put a worker on the manure, so the manure is being spread onto the field as we speak. I would expect by the time we get back here, the field would be very close to being done as far as the drilling goes, and the manure should be almost halfway, I would think, at this point. So we will have to spray the field as well, which we can do when we get back. See you guys at the farm. All right, pulling back up here. The drill is not as far along as I thought it was going to be. The manure is. But the manure, for whatever reason, is not going to the end either. So we're going to have to touch that up. That's okay. We can do that. Let's go put this away, and we're going to put some water into our greenhouse. I think it's okay, but we probably could use a little bit of water. So we might as well go ahead and do that. And then we'll pick up the spraying. And when the drill's done, we can put that on the rolling. Get the field rolled. Oh, there is no water, so we have to go get some water. Okay. Well, we'll go get water while they're in the process of doing that. I think the closest is there. Yes, it is. So we'll head back up towards the shop, get some water, bring it back here, drop it off, and then we'll start spraying. All right, pulling back up here to the farm. I believe the manure spreader ran out of manure, so we will have to pick that up and take over that job. We can drive in this crop for right now, so it's not damaging it yet. It's still early on stages, so let's back this in here where it belongs. We can unload it. All right, maxed out there. Perfect. We'll pick this up. We'll bring this over here. We'll come back with the manure spreader here in just a second. Fill that up. Might as well top this up while we're here. Boom, perfect. You've got one little pass left on the drill, and the drill's done, so that's good. And the this worker was catching up, so probably a good thing that it ran out. I would suspect, because it's been doing it the entire time, so I would suspect that it's going to have an issue with the rendering of the manure when we fill this up a second time. I don't know why that is, but it is happening. I don't know if it's the manure spreader, which I suspect it is, or if it's this placeable. I have no clue. Oh, it worked this time. Who knows? Who knows? All right, the drill's done. So we can get that onto a worker, rolling. We're going to spray this edge here, and then we'll put this back on a worker. We'll put the spraying on a worker then as well. Okay, I'm going to have to do a couple passes here. I thought maybe I'd be able to reach that, but no, that's not the case. We'll go up and down here real quick. Just perfectly made 2 arrows right there with some of the soybean extract. I mean, those are perfect arrows. It's kind of funny. Wasn't really expecting to see that. Yeah, my crops, dear. Quit eating my harvest. Let's put this back on a worker. We'll put the sprayer on a worker then immediately after that, and then we will take the drill back, put it onto a roller, get the rolling going, and then we will take over one of these jobs. I would assume this is going to be close to being done by the time we've completed all of that, but who knows. This is going to be one where we probably are going to have to go around the headland again as well, but we'll put it on a worker for now. Just to see what he gets done. There's some more arrow. Well, there's one more arrow, I guess. One more perfect arrow. Oh, he didn't finish all of that. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll clean it up. We'll clean and touch that up as we need to when we get done with everything here. So, get this back, get the roller out, and get rolling. Having 3 tractors is huge, man. It just speeds everything up so much. So much. Without them, man, it was taking a long time. Need to clean that up a little bit. It's a little rough there, jumping down into the barn there. That's all right. The tractors manage it. The harvester manages it, so I'm not too concerned with it. The rolling is probably not going to be ready just yet, honestly. When he gets here to the end, I'm going to take over for the worker here. We'll do the last pass and a half, probably. Well, 2 passes, I guess. Try to let the sprayer get along a little bit further before we start the rolling, because I think the roller will catch it. Maybe get it all? Nope. Nope, don't even try, Z. Just... Oh boy, backing this thing up it's a task. I'll put it that way. It is all squirrely on me. We may, unfortunately, have to get more manure here. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this or not. It's going to be close. It's going to be a little tiny section probably we don't hit. It's our luck, and probably wouldn't have had that issue if I wouldn't have tried to hit it all, though. But I digress. Come on, be nice to me. Let me get it all done. Ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, gang. There's gonna be a little sliver we're gonna miss. We might get lucky. We might get lucky. We're getting it. We're getting it. Yeah. All right. Sweet. I was not expecting that. And the sprayer's not going all the way, as you kind of expected. Let me turn the sprayer off real quick. Let me go around the headland real quick. Well, this part of the headland, at least. And then we'll put it back on a sprayer. Back on a worker spraying, I should say. Back on a sprayer. You knew what I meant. You guys knew what I meant. We may have to do some touch-up in the next episode, but that's okay. We can do that. Just like we did with that field earlier on. Quick save here. Let's see what the prices look like for soybeans. Are they still going up? They are still going up. Maybe a thing where we have to wait some time here and hopefully get the best price. We will certainly sell them before nightfall, though. I don't like doing things at night. I've told you guys that before. Alright, spin around, put it on a worker. And then we'll get the rolling going. Which I despise. So I won't be doing it. Except for the parts that I have to, I will not be doing the rolling. Alright, let's get this back here. The field's almost done. I think what we might do... Ooh, field and grain has stopped. So we might speed up time here a little bit. Let's just see if we can force it to stop going up, so that way we can sell it, and we don't have to just sit here waiting around for a while. There is definitely some glitches going on in the background. I don't know if you can see them back there or not, but there's something happening. Doesn't like something. Those maps, or the fields in the back, were all over the place. They were glitching everywhere. Get underneath there, Z. Come on now. Alright, perfect. Let's go put this away. When we put this away, we'll take a look at the price then, and we'll drop it back down if it's not going up anymore. Still going up. So in my eyes, if it's still going up, we're gonna keep letting the dude go up. We're gonna finish spraying this field, and then we'll see where it's at then. Alright, well the spraying's all done, gang. It is still going up. The roller's not going to the end. I kind of expected that, so we're going to have to touch that up, but that's okay. It is starting to go a little bit darker. It's kind of duskish right now, so we're probably going to stop the time here as soon as I get this put away. And, yeah, there is something happening. There's some frame rate dropping, some glitching going on. I don't know. Something doesn't like something. I don't know what I did, but it doesn't like something. It's not perfect, but that's good enough. Okay. It is dropping now. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop it. Well, put it back down to 3. I shouldn't say stop it. Stop it's not the correct thing, but put it back down to 3. And we can go rent the train. $900 and something meters away. Alright, so it shouldn't take too long for the train to get here. I don't know which way it's coming. Looks like that way? I don't know, that could just be glitching on the railroad tracks. I have no idea. When he gets back here, we could take over and try to do the headland there, because it looks like he's going all the way to the end on this side. He's just not on this because of the trees. So if we can clear those trees out, we'll he'll go all the way, and we won't have to miss anything. Now we're going to go down to the end here and come back, and then we will throw it back on a worker, and the worker should be good then, and not have any issue. It should go all the way to the end. So many textures on there, I don't think it knows what to do. It's putting off a lot of different textures. Putting off ones that have manure on it, ones that don't. Right, that should be plenty for it to do it without having to leave anything being untouched. So let's get this back on a worker here. Hopefully the train's there by then. I would expect it to be. Alright. Yes, it is. Alright, let's start this train up. Let's get going. Slow down, train, slow down. That went too far. $13,619 liters of soybeans at what was the price we're getting? $7,585. That's pretty damn good, gang. That's that's really good. It's not even pretty damn good. That's really good. That's gonna make us a ton of money. So, I'm expecting I mean, it's going to be a lot. It's probably going to be 100,000. We're very near it. It's going to be a lot of money. So, we can easily buy this. I don't know if they've actually planted it yet or if that's just showing that that's what it was before. I probably should look at that, and then we could figure that out from there. We could buy this one too, I guess. This one we could almost buy now. Maybe those are the two we decided to buy instead. Since we're coming close to the end of the series here. And that other one is going to be cotton, at least seems, at least. We'll look at it, but at least it seems like that. I don't know if it's been drilled or not. 103,319. Oh, okay, baby. All right, so with that, how's the roller doing? All right, he's good. So with that, I think we go and take a peek at these fields real quick, right? I'm gonna go over here because this is closer. Walk back behind our silo thing. Let's see. It's drilled, but is it planted? It is planted. Okay. All right. So there's oat in there. So we can definitely buy this one. Again, I probably won't buy it this episode. But is this one? This one looks like it already has a crop in it. So this might be the one to buy first because of that reason. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have anything in it. It's been harvested. There's nothing in there. Okay. And this one has, yeah, has cotton. We don't have the funds to do cotton right now. So that is not going to be one for us. This one is harvested, so that, again, that's not going to be for us. We can do this one, but it means we'd have to do some work to it today to get it to where we want. And the problem with it is we'd have to get a, well, I guess we'd have to put it in the manure, what we've been utilizing as a manure spreader, because it has not been fertilized. They planted it, but they did not fertilize it, which is part of the problem, right? So let's take a look. Is there anything else, like maybe these over here, that are potential that we could buy? Yeah, we could afford these. So let's go take a look at these. I know we're walking this on foot. I probably should get in a tractor. Let's get in a tractor. Those I walked on foot because it wasn't that far away. This one, I mean, it's still not that far away, but it's a little bit further. Put the beacon on, because we're going to be out on the main road here in a second. Watch out, deer. Coming through. We're just going to take a shortcut across our field here, because it's you know, nothing's going to harm it right now. Looks like we take this little bridge right here for at least one of them. Oh, two of them. Alright, so this one has corn, so that isn't going to work. What is this? Parsnip. That's also not going to work. We don't have the implements for that, so neither one of those will work. What about this field down here? Doesn't look good either. Doesn't look like the one for us. It looks like sunflowers. It is sunflowers. Okay, well, we could rent an implement for sunflowers, I suppose. 53%. They're not fertilized, though, so there's really no reason for us to do that. The only other one we could potentially do is down here, but I believe... I think that's carrots. It is carrots. So I guess considering all of that, we're not going to do anything. I guess we're just going to wait a few months and purchase another plot. Well, probably the plot that we first talked about. Purchase that plot. That plot behind the shed there. We'll purchase that plot once it's, you know, had a little bit more done to it. And we'll go from there. So it's probably going to be a little jump cut here of a few months once again between this episode and the next because of that reason. But regardless, nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed this one. And like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. And until next time, I will see you all in the next episode.